A single raindrop can move a mountain. One drop of water falling in the same spot, drip by drip, beat by beat, kick by kick. A single raindrop can move a mountain. Here comes the flood. This is an army. This is a pack of dogs howling across the Front Range, a river carving a crooked path to the ocean. This is where celebration pays its respects to war. This is to elevation, to altitude, to air so thin it turns your lungs into wings. This is to being so close to the sun that you can kick it, and to knowing that the moon is a lofted ball that never came down. This is for as long as it takes. Banners ablaze, fists raised. This is to earning cards for all the right reasons. This is to grass stains and battle scars. This is for Centennial 38, honor, loyalty, and the war cry of Section 108. This is for not sitting down until they do. So stand tall. Stand united. Stand as equals. Even kings bow to the pitch. This is to moving the earth one kick at a time. This is to silencing an entire city. For the moment when the sky steals your breath and replaces it with a perfect storm. This isn't life or death. This is more than that. This is prayer disguised as sport. This is the world's language. This is culture. We didn't choose this. We were born into it. This is family. Heart between the sticks, heads held high, boots first, burgundy and blue, the color of blood in the snow. This is Colorado. For life. A single raindrop can move a mountain.
Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Cordemanche with Major League Soccer. We are thrilled to be here in Denver at Union Station today to announce a marquee event that will be coming to the Colorado region this summer. A few quick things. Not only is this live here at Union Station in Denver, but we're also live on MLSsoccer.com, also on YouTube, and certainly on the Rapids website. So a lot of folks watching online. Briefly, if I could ask all of our folks to either put your phones on vibrate or turn them off, we would appreciate it. Always like that reminder. We will have a formal program today with the individuals behind me here. And actually, let's get started with the members of our dais. First, coming from New York City, the Commissioner of Major League Soccer, Mr. Don Garber. And of course, a gentleman that needs no introduction here. He is the head of Kroenke Sports Enterprises and part of the ownership group of the Colorado Rapids, Mr. Josh Kroenke. And to my immediate left is the Lieutenant Governor of the state of Colorado, Mr. Joe Garcia. And next to Mr. Garcia is the Mayor of Commerce City, Mr. Sean Ford. And finally, we're fortunate to have the CEO and President of Visit Denver, Mr. Richard Scharf. As you can imagine, each of the individuals behind me will have some formal remarks during today's program. Then we'll actually have a still and video photo opportunity for all of our journalists in the back there. And then, of course, we'll go to a Q&A session as we wrap things up today. So we're going to kick it off with the Commissioner of Major League Soccer, Mr. Don Garber. Commissioner Garber.
Thank you very much, Dan, and welcome everybody to this beautiful, beautiful building. And it's turned out to be such a beautiful day. When we woke up this morning and saw the snow falling, it brought us back to perhaps one of the greatest games in the history of U.S. soccer, the World Cup qualifier in 2013, supported by many of the people here in the room. It was a game that we kind of showed our competitor, Costa Rica, that when you come into our house and you play a game in one of our markets, you better bring your A game and you better bring your snowshoes because things can happen when you're playing here in Colorado. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. We obviously have a special announcement. It's been no secret. But let me start with thanking Lieutenant Governor Garcia, Mayor Ford from Commerce City, and Richard Scharf who has been such a great leader of Visit Denver. All of us have come together on the public side with Kroenke Sports Entertainment and the league to bring a wonderful sporting event here to this region, not just to Denver, not just to Commerce City in the state of Colorado, but the whole region, because this is an event that's not just televised on ESPN, televised on Fox and Univision, but also televised in 100 countries around the world. Before I get there, I want to say a real great thanks to Josh Kroenke and his family, and to Jim Martin and the folks at Kroenke Sports Entertainment. We are so proud to have the Kroenke family and KSE as owners in our league, and so appreciative of everything that you guys have done, the commitment that you've made to grow the game in such an important part of our country. So thank you very much. And what better way to continue to build this game than to announce that the 2015 AT&T MLS All-Star Game will be coming to Dick's Sporting Goods Park in late July, where we will be bringing together what we are sure will be a world-class opponent to play against the MLS All-Stars. It'll be the second time the MLS All-Star Game will be coming to Colorado, to Dick's Sporting Goods Park. That's our announcement. The All-Star Game will be here this summer. Big round of applause for that. We have a very special format with our All-Star Game. We believe it's the most competitive All-Star Game in all of sports. So while it is an exhibition where our folks halfway through the season come out and try to put on a good show for our fans, and I hope we'll have a great contingent from Centennial 38 and the rest of the supporters groups, a shout out to you guys. But it's a competitive match. We will play against an international opponent. And as our All-Stars told the coach of Bayern Munich last year when we won that game 2-1, and the coach was a little concerned that the game was competitive, and our players said, hey, we're here to win. We're here to show the rest of the world that we can play this game, and we expect it to be a very competitive match and an opponent that will be announced sometime, Tim, I think, in the next couple of months. There are a lot of very exciting things to be focused on for us in our league as we enter our 20th season. It's a season where we'll have 20 teams. We'll have our 15th soccer-specific stadium coming into our league. We'll have a new team in New York, a new team in Orlando, lots of great players, the return of some very terrific U.S. national team players to our shores, and the welcoming of some international players. But it is also a time for us to take one half step to look back on how far soccer has come in the U.S. and Canada. We have undoubtedly built two soccer nations in this part of the world. We've made a deep commitment with our ownership, with our great fans, and with our players to show the rest of the world that we know this game, we can play this game, we can put terrific players on the field that know a deep responsibility to not just be great athletes, but also to be great citizens, and to show everybody around the world the role models that we want all of our athletes to be, but also to show that we could stand toe-to-toe with any league and with any national team around the world. That is our goal, to try to be one of the best, to show the rest of the world that Major League Soccer, by the end of the decade, we have that goal to be able to be one of the top soccer leagues around the world. And we believe our country deserves it, we believe Canada deserves it, and we believe our region deserves it. And that's what all of us are very focused on achieving over the next number of years. One way to show profiles, not to have just a great club like the Colorado Rapids playing in Dick's Sporting Goods Park, but also to show that our players can have a great competitive match on a global showcase. That's what this game is all about. We're sure it's going to be a terrific game. We're very, very committed to everything that we can do to show this city, to show Commerce City and Denver, the state of Colorado, and this region, that people really deeply care about this sport, and our league will do everything we can to try to give back on that commitment and give back on that support. So let me show you a little bit about what our All-Star Game looks like and what everybody can look forward to in July.
All right, a little taste of what we're going to see this summer here in the Colorado region. Moving along with our program, one thing for our folks here in the audience and also online, just want to confirm it's a bit of a unique format that we have with Major League Soccer, including the head coach. And we're fortunate to have a gentleman who was named to the MLS All-Star team 9 times during his playing career. He actually played in the 2007 All-Star game here in Denver, and he'll be the head coach this summer for the MLS All-Star teams. And he's right here, Mr. Pablo Mastroeni, head coach of the Colorado Rapids. Also, gentlemen, with arguably the best mustache I've seen in years, so... All right, we'll continue our program, and I'd like to turn it over to Josh Kroenke. Josh.
Thank you. I had seen the video that we introduced ourselves with to the show today a few hours ago at a meeting, and my only comment was that the only thing that was missing from it was Pablo's mustache, so I'm glad that we got that out of the way. Pablo, it looks great, man, and congratulations. Congratulations is a word that I think is in store for Commerce City and for Denver today. I think we should all be incredibly excited about the opportunity to host this game again. I wasn't around in 2007. I didn't move here until the fall of 2007, but I heard what a great event it was, and I couldn't be more excited to be a part of an opportunity to host an event like this. With the names that are coming into the league, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Kaká, Josie Altidore coming back over. It's going to be an exciting year. It's the 20th year of the league, and as one of the original clubs, we're excited to carry the banner into All-Star in the 20th season. I want to say thank you, first and foremost, the Commissioner. I think that the MLS has given us a fantastic opportunity. And the second people that I cannot forget to thank is our supporters. I've seen you guys over the years. You guys do an unbelievable job out there, and we're excited to keep building this team going forward for you guys, because that's what it's about. This team is about the community. We're about building more of a winning tradition going forward like we have in the past, and we're just excited to be a part of this, so hopefully you guys are as well. All that being said, that's really about it. Thank you. I hope everybody's excited as I am, and with that being said, I'll turn it over to Lieutenant Governor Joe Garcia. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you all. This is an exciting day, and on behalf of Governor Hickenlooper and the entire state of Colorado, especially sports fans in Colorado, I just want to thank you for the efforts to bring the MLS All-Star Game here to Commerce City in the Denver metropolitan area. We know that Colorado is a state full of sports fans, some of the most avid sports fans in the country. We also know that among sports fans, soccer fans are, of course, the most fanatic of them all. So we're looking forward to a really exciting game, and not just the game, but all the events surrounding it, because we know it's not just about that one game. We also know that Commerce City, Colorado, Denver, we were not picked just because we had the best team or the best stadium or the best fans, but because we come together in a way that we demonstrate an ability to collaborate, to really show the rest of the country, the rest of the world, what's possible when we work together. That's why Colorado, that's why the Denver metropolitan area are drawing so many new residents, so many new businesses, so much new investment. Look at this incredible facility we're in that's only been renovated in this and opened in this last year. We're so proud of what Colorado and the Denver metropolitan area and what Commerce City have to offer. So we're excited to see the eyes of the country, the eyes of the world, now on Dick's Sporting Goods Park. And so I want to thank all of you for being here. And I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to a great game. Thank you very much. And let me now introduce Mayor Ford from Commerce City.
This is very exciting for Commerce City, for the region, and for the state. We're extremely proud in Commerce City to call ourselves the home of the Colorado Rapids. We're looking forward and we're honored to be partners with Denver in this July 26th All-Star Game. I want to thank Kroenke and the organization, the MLS organization, for bringing the All-Star Game back to Commerce City. We're an extremely diverse community. We have 1,600 businesses that will benefit from having these type of events in our community, and it rolls right into the fact that about 1.6 million people visit the Victory Crossing site where Dick's Sporting Goods is on an annual basis. So with that said, we look forward to the game. We're excited to have everybody here and to show up for the game. And again, thank you very much for the opportunity for Commerce City to host the MLS All-Star game. Now I'd like to introduce Richard Scharf.
I don't know that I'm going to say anything that hasn't already been said, but wow, what a great day for Denver and Colorado. So let's give another round for being selected. I want to thank you, the Commissioner and Major League Soccer, for selecting Colorado. It's quite the honor. I also want to thank Kroenke Sports and Entertainment and the Rapids for the hard work that they put into securing this phenomenal event. We're very honored to work with Commerce City and the state on this event and making sure we put our best foot forward. Obviously, there's several reasons why we want to host this, and primarily, I think we all know, it drives, other than activating the neighborhoods and the businesses and getting our fan base involved and having all the people come in, it really is an economic driver. We anticipate that the economic impact on this is going to be somewhere between $15 and $20 million to the Denver metro area in Commerce City. So we are really excited about this. It's been said before, Denver is one of the greatest sports cities out there, and I think anybody who lives here can validate that. And we have a community that rallies around these type of events. I think that's the one thing we're known for. These type of events are kind of our blood. We know how to do this. We know how to do it well. And I am so looking forward to being the host with Commerce City. This is a great opportunity once again for Denver and Colorado to be on the world stage, so we're really looking forward to it. So now the work begins. You know, obviously, this is a great announcement, but we are looking forward with Tim and your gang to get hunkered down and make sure that we put on the best events, not only for the teams and all the individuals who will be part of this event, but for the fans, for making sure that the fans feel at home when they come to our great city in the Mile High. So thanks again for choosing Colorado, and we'll look forward to July. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, gentlemen. We're actually going to go with a still photo opportunity, and then we're going to go to our question and answer session. So I'm going to pull the podium back here, and if I could ask our featured speakers to come on up here, and I will get out of the way. You know, we talk about the atmosphere in our matches, but I love this at a press conference. Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to get started with our questions. I'm sure we'll have some there from the back. For our journalists in attendance, we do have individuals with wireless mics to my right and to my left. So if you could wait for the individual with the wireless mics, we would appreciate that because this is being broadcast online. So we'll go to Mr. Boniface with the Denver Post for our first question.
Yeah, this is a question for the Commissioner. Just wondering why you decided to come back to Colorado so soon after the 2007 game when there are perhaps some other obvious choices. Seattle leads the league in attendance. San Jose has a new stadium coming up this year. So just wondering why Denver?
You know, it starts with, it was a bid process, and KSC, the Rapids, worked with Visit Denver, and they put together a great bid. So most importantly, we want to know that we have the support of our club and the community in ways that will ensure that not just the game, but as the Lieutenant Governor said, so many events that will take place here downtown and out in Commerce City that will make this not just a game, but a broad event. a good way to think about it is the incredible viewing parties that happened during the World Cup and the Rapids getting behind bringing the soccer community together to celebrate our game. We see that happening here in and around the All-Star game. I will say one other thing. This is an important market. And as everybody on the podium has said, big sports town and an important market as we're trying to grow the game in our country, to give the Rapids the support they need, to say a little bit of a thank you to their burgeoning supporters movement, and put another great event into Dick's Sporting Goods Park. It was a pretty easy decision once the bid was right.
All right, we will continue with our questions, and if I could ask our journalists to state your name and your affiliation for those watching online. Also, I'm sure you would assume this, but today is a celebration of the All-Star Game. If you do have questions about the Rapids and their formations or the upcoming season or any of Kroenke Sports Enterprises teams, we ask that you take those offline. We can certainly arrange those interviews. So we'll continue. Gentlemen, right down here.
Hi, Brandon Cristal, Mile High Sports and 104.3 The Fan. Commissioner, thank you for coming on with me earlier. My question's for you and Josh. I know it's a ways away, but when you start looking at potential opponents, doesn't Arsenal at least garner some consideration? Are they in the mix?
I'm going to throw that one to the big guy.
And I'll plead the fifth. I'll defer to the commissioner on that. I was turning right back over to him.
I was just trying to be funny there. I mean, there's been a great history that we've had, including some games that have been incredibly memorable, beating Chelsea in Philadelphia, and obviously being Bayern Munich with 6 to 8 World Cup players just a month after the World Cup. But it's tough to find the right calendar. You know, every team has got different plans. Arsenal has been traveling the world. They were just here. We'll find a great club. We've got to work with our international soccer department to find the team that's going to be able to fit it into their plans. I can assure you that whatever team is selected, it'll be a fantastic event. It'll be a lot of fun for the people here and around the world.
I think Arsenal might already have some travel plans in as well, so we'll leave it up to him.
Hi, Caitlin Hendy with the Denver Business Journal. My question's for Richard and possibly the Lieutenant Governor. What sort of things go into planning and developing an event like this? What sort of challenges do we face? What can the Denver business community expect from it?
You know, it's a good question, but, you know, the first part is obviously the team support. They're the ones that really approached us, and of course MLS giving us the RFP to look at. But from our perspective, we just have to make sure we have the accommodation set up, and then we have event space that would accommodate the needs. So for us, it was pretty much logistics, and I anticipate we're going to be working on the logistics all the way through. And we're going to take the lead of the team and MLS to decide, what the selection and how that will lay out. As far as everything else you look, we have great accessibility, low fares getting in here. We have great hotel accommodations. We have an unbelievable stadium. Obviously, the mayor talked about all the businesses in and around the stadium. So I think we have all the attributes to put on a special event, and we're pretty turnkey in that.
And let me add that Colorado certainly has a lot of experience in handling large events, whether sporting events, political events, business events. We've got the accommodations, we've got an incredible airport, and then we have, again, this collaborative spirit where the Metro Mayor's Caucus, for example, folks work together to make sure that we are working across metropolitan areas or across city boundaries to make sure that we are treating our guests well.
Hey, this is for Commissioner Garber. My name is Brian Jennings. I'm with Soccer 365 here in Colorado. Kind of a follow-up to Brandon's question. When you look at potential opponents, are there anything in particular you look for other than obviously being available, but what types of things are you looking for in a potential team to come in?
It starts with availability. The world of international exhibitions has changed dramatically over the last couple of years. Josh just whispered to me, thinks that, Arsenal is going to be in China. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, clubs were not going through this off-season touring regimen that they go through today. So it really does start with availability. And then obviously it starts with just the popularity of the team and its brand recognition. We want to drive a global audience. I'm sure the Lieutenant Governor and everybody in the political sector would like to know that we're showing this around the world. The better, the bigger the opponent, the more will drive an international audience. Some of the clubs that have been traveling are looking to create connections either with our teams or our league or in this market, and that plays into some of that. Some of those clubs we represent. So those are the things that go into it. That's why we can't announce it today. It's a process.
Okay, with that, we're going to conclude the formal Q&A session. We appreciate everyone joining us today. We do have some individuals available for one-on-one interviews, which we'll do around the stage area. Not everybody's available, tight schedules. We also have Pablo Mastroeni, of course, who will be the head coach and coach the Rapids, and certainly Tim Hinchy, the president of the Colorado Rapids. So thank you for coming out today, and we're looking forward to an incredible event this July in Colorado. Thank you.